Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has pledged relentless action to return hostages being held in Gaza after Hamas said it would delay their release until further notice. It comes as US President Donald Trump says Israel should cancel the ceasefire and, in his words, let hell break out if Hamas does not release all remaining hostages by midday on Saturday. In response, a Hamas spokesman said the language of threats has no value. It's too early to say whether this carefully negotiated, staged process is about to collapse. But after a mostly positive start, the ceasefire is under increasing strain. In total, 17 Israeli hostages were still due to be released in the first phase of the ceasefire, 8 of whom Israel says are dead. Hundreds of Palestinian prisoners have been freed by Israel so far.
All of the hostages, all of them. Not the ones that are supposed to come tomorrow or the next day. All of them now. This is where they belong. This is their home.
Obviously, with much anxiety, we've been very hooked by this deal. We are getting used to seeing our people getting back. Sometimes horrible conditions, but alive, and we're expecting for this deal to continue until its very end, and by the conditions fully. So we expect them to come back today, this Saturday.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump is facing fierce resistance from Jordan's King Abdullah at the White House in their first meeting since the US president proposed moving Gaza's population to Jordan. Jordan, a key US ally, has been treading a tightrope between its military and diplomatic ties and popular support for the Palestinians at home. Those fault lines, already tested by the Gaza war, are being pushed to breaking point by Trump's plans for Gaza's peace.
Think of it as a real estate development for the future.
He has expanded on his demand that Gazans be moved to Jordan and Egypt, telling a news program that they would not have the right to return home, a vision that, if enforced, would contravene international law. The US Justice Department has told federal prosecutors to drop their corruption case against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. The order came from the acting Deputy Attorney General, appointed by Donald Trump, who said the indictment had restricted the mayor's ability to address illegal immigration and violent crime in the city. Adams, a Democrat, has recently built a closer relationship with Trump and has told law enforcement to cooperate with the president's immigration raids. The mayor is accused of accepting illegal campaign funds and gifts in exchange for his influence as mayor. He has pleaded not guilty to 5 charges. A teacher has fatally stabbed an 8-year-old girl at an elementary school in South Korea in an incident that has shocked the nation. Police said the female teacher, who is in her 40s, confessed to stabbing the student in the central city of Daejeon. The girl was found with stab wounds on the 2nd floor of a school building at 6 p.m. local time and was pronounced dead at the hospital. South Sudan's President Salva Kiir has sacked 2 of his vice presidents, the country's spy chief, and other senior officials. The dismissals were announced in a series of presidential decrees read on the state broadcaster. No reasons were given for the move. South Sudan has 5 vice presidents as part of a 2018 peace agreement to end a civil war, but the agreement has been fraught with problems. The president of the Central African Republic has launched a meme coin in a bid to raise the profile of the country, which is one of the world's poorest. Meme coins are used to build popularity for a viral internet trend or movement, and fans are inspired to collect and give them value, but they're extremely volatile investments. The president launched the meme coin known as CAR on his X account, calling it an experiment. But the value of the coin soon dropped by up to 90%. In 2022, the Central African Republic became the world's 2nd country after El Salvador to adopt the cryptocurrency Bitcoin as legal tender. And a unique drainage pipe at a reservoir in North Carolina has been activated for the first time in 6 years, creating a mesmerizing whirlpool which resembles a plug hole. Higher than normal waters have triggered the feature at the Monticello Dam in Napa County. It's the first time this release system, known as the Morning Glory Spillway, has been seen since February 2019. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.